barely know her. That's fine. I like that joke. That's good. I'm pretty good with computers, but there's one thing that I don't understand. Computer chips made of silicon or silicone. I know one of them's chips and one of them's tits, but I refuse to know which is which. It just makes my job more fun. As somebody who works with computers as much as I do, I have kind of insight that the G and the T is way too close together. Because the amount of times I've fucked up the word regards, it's like, luckily I always catch myself, but could you imagine, like, there's no problems with your network or your meeting, like, I say you shouldn't use that word, but I'm gonna be honest, like, I've got some undiagnosed neurodivergence or two. I've always kind of referred to myself as being a little socially retarded. That's true though. The best example I have is like when I'm in bed with somebody new, they're like, well, what do you want? I can't tell them what's actually in my brain, which is, frankly, what do I want? A clearly defined social contract that I can easily adhere to. I think that might help actually. No, and I get it wrong. It took me a while to really get down on myself and mess it up. Like, oh, they hate you. Kill yourself. Fuckhead. And that's not like a nice thing to call yourself in retrospect, actually. I think all things considered. But I actually learned recently that the #1 cause of death of men in my age group that are on the spectrum without a learning disability is suicide. But see, when I found out that, I was relieved. Because now when I do go down one of those doom spirals, I just tell myself, relax, retard. It's done wonders for my mental health personally, but also maybe you shouldn't listen to a dude who calls himself a wizard. It just seems like good advice, actually, come to think about it. You know, like, working in IT will warp your brain, I'm gonna warn you, because like my friends have a kid recently, I'm sitting there holding their little baby boy, and I see that little soft spot on the head, and I call that the power switch. So you press it once really quick, it kind of resets the kid, and you keep it held down, and it shuts him off. I'm not wrong, I'm just fucked up, I didn't warn you. My kid's a little older now, and so they recently invited me to his baptism, which, like, I was fine to go with, but it does feel a little bit like I was tricked into going to Catholic Mass. Like, I thought I was just going to get there and watch a couple of kids get dunked and move on with my day. 2.5 hours later, I'm still sitting there wondering, what the hell is going on? And, like, everybody there seems to know, like, a little bit too much how to respond, because, like, the pastor was there. I don't think he knew his mic was live. He was testing the sacramental wine beforehand. He's like, oh, there's something off with this. And then the whole congregation went, and also with you. And I laughed, and then they all stared daggers at me like I was related to Judas or something. Like, oh shit, I didn't do it, I swear. Oh, it confuses me, because like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. They've got this giant organ, a story tall, just this awesome instrument, and this lady's going ham on it. She's really letting out all the stops, which is what it means to slay on the organ, by the way. That's what that term is for. But she's killing it. She's making you feel something with the music, and then afterwards, dead silence. No applause, nothing. Like, this is supposed to be a celebration of life, and you all seem pretty sad to me. But, clearly, this is coming from somebody who doesn't spend a lot of time in church. Do you remember though when I first took the kid home, their insurance tried to mess with them a little bit? Like, yes, I know you paid for your out-of-pocket maximum, and your wife, she's paid for her out-of-pocket maximum. But you know who hasn't? Your brandy bubbly baby boy. Oh, look at you being born into debt like a true patriot. Well, less than a month old, I think we better start getting you a job, working that off. Can't get you a job in the mines, I'm pretty sure. You're qualified to be a canary at this age, 90%. That is 2 dead baby jokes if you're keeping track. Clearly, I'm not like the best person in the world. When I first heard the word charcuterie, did think it was a fancy word for coochie. To my credit though, either way, it is an edible spread actually, so I was pretty close on that. I always thought the best name for a boat would be Wade versus Roe. Might be thinking, is that an abortion joke? This is the start of one. Didn't really give it time to develop though. Oh, now it is, okay. Good. That's got me wondering though, if you plant a tree for Arbor Day, and if you cut down a tree, is that an arbortion? I think so. Why does nobody believe me that my childhood movie theater was called the Gaslight? I don't get it. Why do we tell sick people to get well soon and not get over it? You're saying the same thing, pretty sure. Why do we go to confession and say, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, and not Sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty. I'm just asking questions now, guys. I do got another one for you though. How do I ask my buddy for that $50 that he owes me? Because I need to get Plan B for his sister. She surprised me when she came over. I was like, wow, come inside. And then later on she told me, well. Just got me thinking though, do you guys know how the Greeks managed to trick the Trojans to take that horse? Well, they conned them. That's how they got the name, I'm pretty sure, actually. And come to think of that, that would have helped with the last question. Never mind, that's fine. Clearly, I'm not like big on the Bible, despite what appearances might tell you. But so I don't know the whole story of Sodom and Gomorrah. Do you know at the end, though, God really burned them. Which could have also helped, never mind, we can move past that, that's fine. I had a buddy recently, he told me he wanted to turn his life around, so I told him to change his name to Theseus, get himself a boat, take it one step at a time. If you didn't get that joke, don't worry if you didn't either. And if you did get that joke, you're a fucking nerd, alright? So just look it up. I do blame my family for how I'm like this though. Like, we're all kind of screwed up in our own ways. I was visiting them recently and I tried to mess with my cousin, tried to convince her that the boba in her boba tea was frog eggs. Nuh-uh, that'd be too expensive. Out smart-assed by a 9-year-old. Could you imagine? Like, come on. Her mother is a mother of 3 with 5 baby daddies, so something doesn't quite math out, so pretty sure that kid's turned out pretty smart. Like, I took a DNA test recently, and it turns out my family does have something in common with the Trump family. We can believe that. We have members that have suffered from a rare condition known as getting shot in the face. It's true though, like my cousin, he was out being a shitty teenager and messing with the wrong redneck, and he took a warning shot to the jaw. Like seriously, according to the police report, that's officially what happened, which, if that seems right, for a warning, you hold your gun at face level, seems legit. That's fun. My great-grandpa, he was out being a redneck and hunting with his brother, and he took a bullet through the cheek, out the neck, and it missed everything that mattered. Like vocal cords, spine, arteries, everything. Doctor said he was a lucky motherfucker. But really, how lucky can you be if you literally just got shot in the face? You know what I mean? It does seem a little hit and miss to me, but that's... Like seriously, how can you be lucky if you get shot in the face and still have to pay taxes? What are we doing here? I did say I blame my whole family for this, but I guess I can't say that with like 100% certainty, because I don't know too much about my dad, actually. I do know at one point in his life he worked as a carny. The people that work for the traveling carnival, takes a certain type. And then my mom had a kid with him, which is arguably worse, I think, actually, if you think about it. My mom, though, I was visiting her recently and she was doing the dishes, she dropped one. Oh, son of a bitch! Yes? She laughs, flipping me off, we smoke a bowl, it's a good time. Somebody after a show one time was like, no, you probably shouldn't call your mom a bitch, which, frankly, you'd be right, but you don't know my mom, right? And she carries around a keychain that says, I'm not a bitch, I'm the bitch, and that's Miss Bitch to you. So for Christmas one year, I got her a nightshirt that says, bitches be crazy. It's me, I'm bitches. It's just the relationship that we have. It's a good time. She self-identifies as a hippie, but she's never like protested or stood up for anything. So I think that just means she's a big fan of both tie-dye and drugs, actually. And that latter fact is actually the reason I was raised by my grandma. It's true. And this is how I know I'm fucked up, because I'm on the phone with her and she's telling me a sad story about my family. My great aunt, who hasn't been the same since the stroke, she got confused and attacked my grandma. First words out of my mouth after hearing that story was, "Well, the people, Grandma, I think you could take her." Telling me you were scared, she was chasing you around your little kitchen island with her walker, and I'm just like, you could take the walker? I would have stopped the fight pretty quick, I think. That's just me. I love my grandma though, she's the reason I recently became a homeowner. She used my inheritance to pay for the down payment so I could like thrive and succeed while she's still alive. Smart woman. So she's dead to me, I think that's what that means. To be fair though, it is her fault. I spent many years being molested by my uncle. So when I turned 18, she adopted me, and I legally became my own uncle, and I just can't keep my hands up on me. See, I told her to be fucked up. Wouldn't it be more fucked up if I was like into that? Like, yeah, call me uncle. Instead, you can call me CJ Smith. I will call you a great audience. That's my time. Thank you so much.
Yeah!
Keep that energy going for your next time of the night. was abducted by aliens, so if you do happen to see Alf wandering around, please warn a brother. But make it nice and loud for your friend and mine, Bobcat.
Let's hear it for CJ. Woo! Let's hear it for Aaron Armstrong. Well. Guys, I fucked up. I thought we were partying at Zootown Arts Community Center, not Zootown Funeral Home. Let's try this one all together on the count of three, right? 1, 2, 3. Well. Everybody to your corner with a letter in each hand, and a cloud of smoke behind you. So I got a question. Who here remembers the 90s? Not talking about the 1890s, Grandma. show at ZACC. Alright, so you see this guy on the side of the room with the reddish, what's that, red?
Still a lot.
Alright, so I invite everybody to your house after the show. Do you want to come and tell us your address? Alright, so here's how it's going to go. Anyone could see the boat that they walk on this way. That's all we know, they never get more. That's all we we see the shadows wandering out somewhere. But they really don't care. They want to die, be out of there today. Alright, how we feeling, land creatures, earth mammals? How we feeling tonight? We got Neil in the house. Here's a new song. It's called Invisible with an A. Because you can do a lot of shit, just no one can see it. Everybody, this is a new song on my Spotify for the next day or two, and then I'm going to drop a new song on Friday. But here is Invisible. You don't care who I am, all the things that I can do. I travel all alone, and as a loner, bid adieu. I'm an invisible man to everybody. Once called me their friend, now the presence does offend the passerby. I'm an invisible man in all my circles. Once knew everyone. Reintroduction has begun. Time for the stop. I'm an invisible man to everybody. Once called me their friend, and now my presence does offend the passerby. I'm the invisible man in all my circles. Once your mind. We all claim not to know where more I should. I'm like twisted. Nobody ever told me how something like this could happen, or how it could happen to me. I seem to get from a lot of conversation, a long transformation you see. Hey! Hey! Nobody ever told me how something like this could happen, or how it could happen to me. I seem to get from a lot of conversation, about the transformation they'll see. Hey! Hey! Glasses from my intake. I'll be my life, snitcher, go. Father, after, time has returned. People like this, they will like this, they will like this. From me. Ladies, gentlemen, children of all ages, this is the moment you've always been waiting for. We're going to make history on the stage here at Zootown Funeral Home. Zootown Community Center. Who in the audience wants to come up and join me in making a prank phone call?
Yeah, Neil.
Come on up, Neil. All right, who's going to answer? Who's going to pick up?
Am I prank calling somebody?
Yeah, from your phone. Cool, let's give her a call. Everybody else, go live on your TikTok. Live stream this shit, you will go viral.
Wait. Call her or FaceTime?
Call her.
Okay. She might be away. It's the East Coast.
Yep.
Speaker?
Yes, please. Live stream this.
She'll answer.
All right, Cheryl. Hey, listen, I'm very worried about your son Neil right now. You don't understand. So, for the last week, he has been filming himself walk down the stairs backwards and post TikTok videos about it. He's even been tagging the new song by Bobcat called Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. Will you please stay on the line and try to talk some sense into your son before he becomes one of the invisible people and starts joins the Bobcat fan club, which is called the Invisible People. I'm going to play you the song. Just please give it a listen and try to help your son in not walking down the stairs backwards. Here, stay on the line for this. one to determine his or her proximity to the stairs, one must be facing them. One cannot intuitively determine the correct manner in which to climb the staircase. Once you try jumping out the window for some more effect, walking down the stairs backwards is a personal tragedy. However, posting commentary about it on the internet, writing songs about it, making blog posts about it, making TikTok videos about it, making Instagram reels about it, making YouTube shorts about it, making Facebook posts about it, making MySpace posts about it, making Friendster posts about it, making subreddits about it, calling up random businesses on 11 a.m. on a Tuesday to talk about your escapades while walking down the stairs backwards only goes to prove that you're nuts! Whoa! Oh, that was wrong. Let's do this all together. Whoa! Whoa! all the love I ever knew. Christmas, all the times and all the love. Christmas, all my dreams never actualized. Into my mind and liquor, replacing in ways I'll never know. I'll make it know, even though I've been warned, all I have is reaching for replacement. Hula, 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 the boola, boola, boola. Hula, 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 the boola, boola, boola. Hula, hula, hula. Boola, boola, boola. All right, we all do this together with the hands. You ready? Hula, 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 the boola, boola, boola. Hula, 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 the boola, boola, boola. Hula, hula. Just like Cola, where's the birthday cake? Cause I'm dreaming of the wedding scenario. I'm making a change to talent and transparency. I'll make it known that on even though I've been warned, all I am is reaching for replacement. All I am is reaching for replacement. All I am is reaching for replacement. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been sold a lie by the Zootown Funeral, Arts Community Center. Here's what I'm talking about. So, my friend Dana Grant behind the bar over there advertised the show as Bobcat, where the show is not Bobcat, it's just Bobcat's impersonator who was abducted by aliens last night. Now, we think we know which alien may have abducted him. There's one image of this abduction happening. Please come on up and identify the alien. Otherwise, here's how it's going to go down. You guys ready for this one? Your eyes are getting very heavy. You are now a Beatle. people what you hear. And behind door number A, I will play you guys a song that nobody in this room has ever heard. Behind door number B, I'm going to play you a song by my band, the Arkhams. And behind door number C, I'm going to play a song that I am not going to sing. However, everyone here is going to come up on stage and sing it with me. What are we doing? 1, 2, or 3?
What? I like 2.
You said 2.
I did.
Hey.
4, 3.
Here's one by my band, the Arkhams. Next time you see me, you're in for a big surprise. Next time you try to cross my path, I'm gonna cut you down. Stay tuned to Charlie and June and the Strange Leads. I am Bobcat's first there. Come see you. Hop right up. Take the mic off your off and allow the strangers to get going. You have no way.
Cool.
How are we doing, Missoula? Can we get a little more energy here at the Zachary? Is it the Zachary or the Zachariah? It's the Zachariah? Oh, fuck. I'm already screwing up, guys. I'm Charlie of Doom. This is my third show back in Montana after I was on tour on the East Coast. But I'm back in Montana. I want everyone to first give it up for Aaron Armstrong. That was beautiful, dude, playing my crying songs. Then give it up for CJ Smith. One of the hottest comics in Montana right now, of course, the Bobcat one-man band. We got the Strangers coming up for you real soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to tell you some jokes. This is a little different from my usual crowd. I do a lot of opening for metal bands. I've done this all over the country opening for metal bands, and somewhere along the line, someone decided to call my act Death Metal Comedy, which I'm pretty sure is just regular comedy in a black shirt. But I've opened for the band on my black shirt, so I'm going with it. I really do love heavy music, but that's where my heart is. I'm a comedian that wants to be in a death metal band. I do that, and like metal music is more, like heavy music is more than just a sound. It's a aesthetic. It's a thing. You can walk by a guy with spiky hair and a spiky jacket and go, that's punk rock. You can walk past a cool car and a stiff drink and go, that's rock and roll. You can walk past a skeleton and go, that's metal. Can't do that with other genres of music. Can't walk past a tie-dye shirt and go, yo, that's jam band right there. Can't walk past people overcoming oppression while women with large posteriors dance and go, that's hip-hop. Can't walk past a pile of ketamine and go, that's MDMA, or that's EDM right there. Really hard not to say MDMA right there. EDM, MDMA is pretty much the same thing. But you can walk by a skeleton and go, that's metal. Which makes me wonder, like, what makes something metal? Because a skeleton is made out of bones, but very metal. A car, essentially a block of metal on wheels, and not all that metal. But if that car was made out of bones, that's metal. And if that car was made out of bones that were made out of metal, that's metal as fuck, guys. Which makes me wonder, is the shape of the bones? Is it the shape of the bones that makes things metal? So I got the least metal thing I could think of, which was leafy greens and flowers. And I made a skeleton out of leafy greens and flowers. And I took some pictures of it and sent it to my friends in metal bands. And they're all arguing over which one of them gets to use it as their album cover. Because guys, bones is the shape of metal. That is somehow the dumbest and most pretentious thing I've ever said at the same time. Just bones is the shape of metal. I need to get a girlfriend. No, I need to do that for other reasons. I'm starting to age in such a way where I really should start, being a little more serious with my dating. Not because my looks are fading. I look great, even though I do look like I've been to a Days and Days concert on purpose. But I look great. My problem is I was watching Lord of the Rings the other day while looking at some old pictures of me. And I realized I'm rapidly aging into an autistic Theoden of Rohan. And I should probably find love before neurodivergent Gondor likes the Beacons. Yeah, it's not working. Best date I've been on in the last 5 years is with a flat earther. Oh, laugh now. She spent the entire time talking about how amazing my abs were. Oh man, my problem with dating is that like, my love language is talking about music and how cool I think music is and stuff and my taste in music, but I think I have a really good taste in music. I think I have the coolest taste in music. It's the cool, weird, eclectic stuff. But like on more than one occasion, I have been sitting in a coffee shop and heard this just awesome song come on. And I'm all excited about it, and then the song stops and the barista goes, "Hey guys, sorry about the noise, the espresso machine's broken again." So apparently my idea of good music is as good as a broken espresso machine. Which is great on dates. It's like, oh my god, you like that song Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. I like the sounds a broken espresso machine makes. We have so much in common. Speaking of hot music, I did recently listen to the entirety of Taylor Swift's discography.